Hey YouTube, just on my way home again. Thought I'd kind of catch you up on some of the things that I have decided to do. I'm using a different camera today. I see so many people on YouTube using the new iPhone, iPhone 6s Plus or iPhone 6s for daily vlogs. But man, I tell you, that last vlog I did where I used my iPhone has really been a chore for me, because not only do I think that the sound is just almost unusable, I just think the audio quality on the iPhone for video has not been good for me. And I think part of it is because I tend to accidentally put my fingers over the microphone when I'm holding it. So I think that's a big part of it. But also, when you go to edit it in Adobe Premiere, there's a known issue that I guess has been this way for a long time, and it still has never been fixed. Is the audio loses sync when you're editing in Adobe Premiere. Like it'll stay synced up for like half the video, and then all of a sudden towards the end of the video, say a good like 5 or 6 minutes in, it just gradually over the course of time in the video, the audio becomes unsynced from the video, and it's only part of it. Then when you scrub back to the beginning, the video is in sync. So the only thing that I found that works to fix it is to actually convert it from an MOV file to an MPEG. That's the only thing that I have found that works to fix it, and then you can edit it fine from there. But for whatever reason, Adobe Premiere has a problem with MOV files. So the files that the iPhone puts out for video. So it's just a pain in the ass to use. I mean, it's very convenient because you always have it in your hand, and I will definitely use it if I have nothing else. But I think I'm gonna just kind of go back to my go-to cameras, and that's my Sony AZ1. I really like the Sony AZ1 as far as for this kind of stuff, because the audio is really good and the video quality is really good. So I think I'll probably just carry this around with me. It's still pretty small and everything. I got to get some sunglasses on. In Arizona, man, if you don't put sunglasses on, you can burn the retinas right out of your face. And I forgot to put these on before I left. Plus, I look a lot cooler when I put these on. I definitely get some style points. All right. Now let's get down to business. Let's get down to business and tell you what's going on with the van. After that last video, I left you guys kind of, where I was trying to figure out how to mount the batteries. Well, I decided that because of the style of van that I'm trying to do, I'm trying to do something that a lot of guys aren't trying to do. And the reason why I'm doing it is because my intentions right now are definitely not to be living in my van. I don't have any reason to live in my van because I have a house and stuff. But I do want to use it for traveling with my motorcycle. I mean, that's kind of the intention. And I also wanted the van set up for a moment's notice in case of a scenario where I have to bug out in an emergency situation. I'm not saying that that's ever going to take place or anything like that, but I want to be ready. I want to be prepared for something like that. So that's kind of what my intentions are. Also, I want the van to be able to quickly and easily go back to a normal van. Here are some of my other dilemmas that may not seem justified to a lot of you, but this van is brand new. I got a smoking deal on it. You know, when it was all said and done, you know, with a $2,000 deficit from my truck that I traded in, I still owed more than I got back on my truck by about $2,000, which was a smoking deal, by the way. I can't believe I got as much as I did for my old truck, but when it was all said and done, I paid about $31,000 for this van. That's a lot of money. Way more money than I've ever paid for any vehicle in my life. So it's brand new, so I don't want to be drilling a bunch of holes in it. You know what I mean? I don't want to drill holes through the floor. I'm really hesitant to do that. I don't want to be drilling holes in the side of it. I mean, maybe when it's a few years old, you know, but I really am having an issue. Oh, this guy left his his gas door open. Anyway, that's funny. So I'm really having an issue that I don't want to go drilling holes in it. There are some things that I will drill holes into, but I'm trying to avoid as much as possible. This van has a lot of anchor points in it, you know, stock factory anchor points that are heavy duty that can support weight. So I'm going to use those whenever possible. The side panel is also going to be attached with, I'm going to try and use the factory clips. So, you know, so I don't have to drill more holes for those either. So when it came to the power box, I decided to go ahead and get that gang box that I told you guys about. I'm going to try it out in its stock form, and if it doesn't work out, I have plans to eventually get another welder anyway. I will be looking into that, so if it turns out that I need to make a custom box, I have a good starting point with it. But I don't plan to drill holes in the van and attach it. What I'm going to do instead is use a big old heavy duty strap, and I'm going to strap the entire self-contained box. I'm going to mount everything in the box, all the power plugs, inverter, charge controller, all the wiring and everything will be self-contained in the box, so the box can be moved out of the van anytime real easily. It can also be stored on the back on one of those cargo carriers. It can also be taken in the house in case of an emergency situation like a power outage or something like that. So basically what I'm going to build is kind of a generator, more of, you know, like a solar generator more than a you know, wiring up the van like an RV. You know, I'll still have all the same stuff in the van. I still will be able to plug AC stuff in. I'll still be able to have 12-volt lighting, because all of that will be you know, removed, and I'll have it on magnets to where I can just stick it, you know, on the van. And then when I'm done camping, or I'm done using the van, it all goes back into the box. I close the lid, I lock it, and I put it away. So it's going to be something that's totally self-contained, and that's what I'm building. I ordered all the parts to get me going, receptacles, fuse holders, fuse block, all the wiring. Some of this stuff I'll have to get here local, though. I have to get some of the wiring here local. Not a big deal, not a problem. Because I didn't know exactly what size to make it, and I want everything to be custom, so I didn't want to buy pre-made wires or anything like that. So I want to do it all custom. Let's see, what else did I order? I ordered lights, 12-volt lighting. the battery tray. I ordered a dual battery tray that I'm going to bolt into the box, and also take it one step further and add bolt-in attachment points that will also be used to hold down the batteries further. I just want to make sure that those batteries are safe in an accident. I want to do everything I possibly can to make sure that you know, that the batteries do not become a projectile in the event of an accident. So that's kind of where I'm at. As soon as I get the stuff in, I will show you what I bought. You know, I should get actually, I've got Amazon Prime. Everything was ordered off of Amazon Prime, so I should be getting everything tomorrow. I still haven't gotten a shipping confirmation on the toolbox itself, but they said it could take 2 or 3 days to get the shipping arranged for that, because it's such a big heavy you know, item. So also I looked into some 12 volt personal size, 12 volt small personal size evaporative cooling. There's a guy here that makes, you know, really small self-contained portable coolers that run on 12 volts here in Arizona, actually in Mesa even. So I contacted that guy. I may buy one of those, you know, because it's 1,000,000 degrees here, and I plan to do all my camping and stuff up north. So I think one of those would definitely cool the inside of the van fine for me, and still be able to, I'll be able to run a cooler like that in this van for like as long as I want. I mean, with my setup, I won't have any problems with that thing running. You know, that thing running on high uses very, very, very little power. I can't remember how much it was off the top of my head, but I was pretty shocked at how little the amount of power that it uses. It doesn't even have a water pump in it. Somehow or another, it magically circulates water without a pump, so I'm not sure how it does that, but yeah, I guess I won't know until I order it, because the website was built in 1989. It's just some guy building them out of his house, I guess, and the website is just, it's like a blast from the past, if you remember the internet from you know, from back in the day, you know. Trying to change lanes here, and a guy just driving in the blind spot. You guys who drive vans know that these vans have huge blind spots, and just to have some guy just cruising right alongside you for miles in your blind spot for, you know, for no reason at all, you know. I'm just glad that this van has really good mirrors and a rear-facing camera, or you know, I would be constantly cutting people off, you know. But anyway, that's another video right there, I guess. Anyway, guys, that's my update. You know, just stay tuned. You know, just stay tuned, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. You know, trying to build a channel from the ground up on YouTube, I'm telling you what, man, it is tough to do. You know, I've got my second channel, my motorcycle vlogging channel, you know, and I've had that for a long time, and it's still, you know, it's still pretty small. You know, so, you know, it's now it's like a reminder of what it's like to make a video and almost nobody see it. You know, that's kind of, you spend the time and the effort to, you know, to put out videos, and because you're just getting started, you know, I'm basically starting all over again. You know, it's kind of discouraging that almost nobody sees your video when you're first starting out. So, yeah. So tell your friends, you know, definitely like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys. On that end.